Pawn Stars fans were shocked when rumors spread that Austin Lee Russell, better known as Chumlee, had been sentenced to life in prison. Chumlee was known for his laid-back personality and funny moments on the show, but now he's in serious legal trouble, which is something no one saw coming. For years, Pawn Stars entertained viewers by showing the interesting world of pawn dealing, tough negotiations, and daily drama inside Rick Harrison's famous Las Vegas pawn shop. But now, Chumlee's doing very well. His TV career has taken a dark and unexpected turn, but what did he do to deserve such a harsh punishment? Stay with us as we look into what happened in Chumlee's life and the shocking details of this case. Austin Chumlee Russell is a famous American businessman and TV personality. He was born on September 8, 1982 in Henderson, Nevada. When he was 12, a friend's dad told him that his face looked like a walrus character from the cartoon Tennessee Tuxedo, and he was given the nickname Chumlee. As a child, he became best friends with Corey Harrison. Corey's father, Rick, and grandfather, Richard, opened the pawn shop in 1989, which later became the setting for Pawn Stars. Chumlee started working at the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop when he was 21 years old. After 5 years there, filming for Pawn Stars began in July 2009. His duties at the shop included working behind the counter, testing items, loading merchandise, and writing tickets for customer purchases. Sadly, his father died of pancreatic cancer just a few short years ago. 2 weeks before the show's premiere, Left Field Pictures decided that Pawn Stars would take place in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the family-owned, world-famous Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, which was open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The show's premise is simple. It follows the boss and employees of the pawn shop as they do their daily work, which includes buying, selling, and judging the interesting things that people bring in. Pawn Stars became very popular and was the most watched show on the History Channel. On the show, Chumlee is the comic relief and is often made fun of for not being very smart. However, he shows off his skills with pinball machines, impressing Corey in one episode. Chumlee quickly became the most popular cast member and fan favorite of Pawn Stars. Thanks to the show's popularity, he started his own business to sell novelty items he designed and to handle his public appearances. By 2010, he was able to sell half of his business to Rick Harrison for almost $160,000, so the pawn shop could better handle merchandise orders. Because he was so popular, Chumlee's products sold better than those of other cast members, but Chumlee has always been a hard worker. He said that he started out as an assistant manager at McDonald's. When Rick decided to buy a Quiznos, Chumlee was asked to run it while also starting to work at the pawn shop. He did both jobs without a day off for 135 days and eventually switched to working full-time at the shop, just as the show did. Rick was thrilled with how popular the show was and how much people liked watching him. Because of the show's success, Corey and Chumlee even played themselves in an episode of iCarly called I Lost My Head in Vegas. In this episode, they interact with the main characters as part of a storyline about a lost item, which is a fun crossover moment for fans of both shows. Chumlee is known for being funny on the show. He likes to joke around and tease Rick a lot, which makes the show fun. Fans enjoy watching Chumlee and Rick because their friendship seems real and natural, like they are just being themselves. Rick has said that he and Chumlee have worked together for almost 20 years and that their bond is very strong, almost like family. Rick's serious attitude is a contrast to Chumlee's playful personality, which makes their interactions fun to watch. This is a big part of why Pawn Stars is so popular. Chumlee has bought and sold many things on the show. There were some great deals and some not so great deals in Chumlee's life, mostly because of the choices he made. To be honest, he was arrested in 2016 after police searched his apartment as part of an investigation into sexual assault. He wasn't charged with sexual assault, but the search turned up some surprising things. A stash of drugs like crystal meth, marijuana, Xanax, and methamphetamine. Evidence of possible cocaine use was also found, and one of guns were found on Chumlee. But he was released on bond the next day and had to go to court a few days later. He was facing almost 20 felony charges, including drug and weapons offenses. His lawyer, David Chesnoff, confirmed that Chumlee pleaded guilty to unlawful firearm possession, which was a felony, and attempted drug possession, which was a gross misdemeanor. As part of the plea deal, he had to go through 3 years of probation and counseling. He was charged with drug possession and illegal gun ownership, which led to legal consequences. During the investigation, some of the guns weren't registered, so he had to give them up. He was told to stay out of trouble, and he served his sentence without much media attention. This is why rumors about life sentences and death threats started to spread during his time in prison. Chumlee managed to stay clean, and his charges were reduced to misdemeanors, which stayed on his record. The arrest report for Pawn Stars Chumlee was just released. In reality, he had a much edgier side that few people saw coming. His legal troubles showed a different side of his personality, and the surprises didn't stop there. Rick's mom even sued him, adding another layer of controversy to his situation. Chumlee may still be rebellious, but for now, he's staying out of trouble while there's still a chance of freedom. There must be something going on behind the scenes, because it seems more likely that he's learned his lesson. He has a lot to look forward to as long as he stays on the right track. Another scandal would have ended his career, and even the most dedicated Pawn Stars fans wouldn't watch him then. Despite his legal problems, Chumlee is still a major character on the show and has opened a successful candy store. His businesses now include collectibles and candy, showing his versatility. Chumlee expanded his business interests by opening Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard in June 2017. It's a nostalgic candy store in Las Vegas, and smart business people know that he's opening his own candy store in downtown Las Vegas. The shop sells a variety of classic and unique suets, such as vintage favorites like Abba and Pez, as well as a number of Jones sodas. It also sells souvenir keychains and unique items like autographed photos. The store, which is next to the gold and silver pawn shop, has become a popular place for tourists to visit. Customers have praised the shop's variety of sweets and the chance to meet Chumlee in person. The store is active on social media, regularly updating followers about new products and events. Overall, Chum's Candy on the Boulevard has become a successful venture, delighting customers with its nostalgic offerings and unique merchandise Chumlee often shares. He shares updates on Instagram about his businesses and personal life. As a major figure in the pawn shop, collectibles, and candy industries, he continues to explore new ventures. Time and time again, he proves his ability to handle multiple projects while enjoying life to the fullest. In order to enjoy life to the fullest, Chumlee made some tough decisions. He decided to lose weight because his girlfriend encouraged him to do so, but he also wanted to take better care of his health. As we already said, Chumlee's father died of pancreatic cancer at age 54, just 2 weeks before Pawn Stars premiered. This made him realize how important it was to stay healthy. He started living a healthier life by eating more vegetables, avoiding red meat, and skipping junk food. He started each morning with a smoothie, kept a balanced diet, and worked out 6 days a week. To lose weight, he kept changing his diet and exercise routine and focused on eating better and working out. He regularly lost over 75 pounds and has been able to keep the weight off. His transformation has inspired many people who have followed his journey. He feels better physically and mentally after losing weight. He made the decision not only to look different, but also to live a longer, healthier life, and it has helped him so far. Things were going pretty well for him until he decided it wasn't enough. His weight was the main thing that was bothering him, so he decided to have surgery because he wanted a dramatic change that would make his mobility and quality of life much better. He chose gastric bypass surgery. Before he had the surgery, everyone knew that he had lost weight the old-fashioned way through diet and exercise, but eventually gained back some of the weight. Instead of continuing the cycle of weight gain and loss, he chose to have bariatric surgery for a more permanent solution. After surgery, he lost an impressive 160 pounds. Many reality TV stars like Angela Didi from 90 Day Fiancé and Tammy Slayton from 1000 Lives, sisters, have had weight loss surgery and lost a total of 420 pounds. After losing a lot of weight, Chumlee was able to do things that he had not been able to do before. For example, he was finally able to ride a hovercraft after falling below the manufacturer's weight limit, which had not been possible for him before. His dramatic transformation after gastric bypass surgery was shown in his weight loss, which lasted over 150 pounds, not only improved his health but also opened up new opportunities for him and gave him a new outlook on life. As of 2024, Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard is still open and selling a range of nostalgic and novelty items. The store has gotten good reviews for its selection of classic candies and one-of-a-kind items, but its official Instagram account hasn't had any new posts since October 7th of the previous year. In his most recent post, Chumlee talked about the death of his beloved dog Forrest, showing a softer side of himself. In December, Chumlee went to the candy shop and talked to customers and fans. He even used the store's Facebook page to invite fans to meet him in person. However, since that post in December 2023, there has been no new activity on the page. Despite the lack of recent social media updates, the candy store is still open and continues to attract people looking for a sweet treat. After living in Las Vegas, Chumlee is still active on social media, often posting updates about his business and personal life on Instagram. He is a well-known figure in the pawn shop, collectibles, and candy industries, and he has successfully expanded his brand beyond Pawn Stars. His business ventures, such as Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard, have solidified his presence in multiple markets, and he often interacts with fans online and in person, sometimes making appearances at his candy store. Despite having been in trouble with the law in the past, Chumlee has been able to rebuild his career and keep a loyal fan base, even though his store's social media activity has slowed down due to television business ventures or social. Chumlee continues to thrive and take advantage of new opportunities. One of those opportunities came in the form of Pawn Stars Do America, a spin-off of the hit show Pawn Stars that sent Chumlee and his co-stars on a trip across the country to find unique and historic treasures. They found interesting things like Van Morrison's autograph, old neon signs, and rare comic books. Chumlee was seen filming an episode of the show in Detroit, according to Michigan Live. The Detroit episode aired on April 3, 2024, confirming Chumlee's status as a key member of the Pawn Stars franchise. Unlike the original series, which takes place in their Las Vegas pawn shop, Pawn Stars Do America took the team on the road instead of waiting for sellers to come to them. The new format has them traveling across the U.S., meeting collectors, consulting experts, and negotiating deals on the spot. This turns buying and selling into an exciting cross-country treasure hunt, with new chances to find rare and valuable items at each stop. Fans of history and collectibles will find the show to be an exciting adventure. Chumlee continued to be an important part of the original Pawn Star series, even after his scandals. He kept a low profile on social media, which made it hard to keep up with his activities, for Chumlee's personal Instagram account has been inactive for a while, which left some questions about his current projects unanswered. Those questions were quickly answered when he announced his own video game. One thing we do know is that Chumlee is thrilled to have his own video game. It's called Chumlee's Adventure: The Quest for P, and in an interview with Looper, he talked about how excited he was about it and how much he misses playing old Nintendo games. Although I don't play it often anymore, I remember thinking it was really cool when Chumlee said the game had an old-school, kung fu-style Nintendo vibe that I loved as a kid. I thought it would be fun to make a homebrew video game because they're pretty popular now and collectors love them, so I got some friends together and made a really cool one. These are independently developed games for older gaming consoles that are often released in limited physical editions. Chum's Adventure: The Quest for Pinky. This game fits into a niche market that appeals to both retro gamers and collectors. Players take control of Chumlee and help him save his beloved dog, Pink. Along the way, they face enemies, obstacles, and hidden surprises. Chumlee hinted at a special challenge for dedicated gamers. If you can beat the game without getting hit, you'll unlock some cool hidden content. The game has gotten good reviews from both Pawn Stars fans and regular gamers. Retro gamers offer a nostalgic throwback to the golden age of gaming while celebrating Chumlee's fun-loving personality. Chumlee's fun-loving personality showed up again, much to the delight of his fans, on his Chumble Collects Instagram account. The Pawn Star star shared an exciting update from San Diego Comic-Con 2024, wearing a colorful bathrobe inspired by Keith Haring's famous 1980s art. Chumlee looked relaxed and stylish, and his noticeably slimmer frame suggests he has been able to keep off the weight. After surgery, Chumlee sipped coffee from a Japanese-themed mug with cat and mountain designs while proudly showing off his newest Pokemon cards. Collecting cards has been a passion of his for a long time. Writing about his time at the convention, he said, "San Diego Comic-Con 2024 was amazing. I met some awesome people that I've looked up to for many years and made stronger bonds with people I met more recently. All in all, it was a great time, and I hope to see you guys at the next con." Now it's time to get back to the week and open. Some Comic-Con was a big deal, and Robert Downey Jr. made an unexpected appearance, which thrilled Marvel fans. At Comic-Con, Chumlee got to meet some of his other heroes. In a post on Chumble Collects, he shared a photo with Todd McFarlane, Mitsuhiro Arita, and Stan Sakai, three big names in the worlds of comics and collectibles. For Chumlee, this was a dream come true because he got to meet and connect with some of the. After coming back from California, Chumlee shared more of his collectibles, including a deluxe desktop set with cute Pokemon figures relaxing at home in slippers. He seemed completely at ease, and fans loved his update. One fan even said, "Chumlee's voice is so soothing, we should get an audiobook from him." It's clear that Chumlee's love for collecting and connecting with fans is still as strong as ever, and it's great to see him embracing anew his legal problems seem to be behind him. now that he's living a healthier, happier life and focusing on life's simple pleasure. Chumlee, who has spent much of his life in the public eye, has changed a lot. He used to be in a lot of trouble with the law, but now he's living a healthier, happier life by focusing on his hobbies and making meaningful connections. It's not completely a mystery why he has been pretty quiet lately, but details about his Pawn Stars journey and people are still interested in Chumlee, even though he hasn't posted on his main Instagram account in a while. He has over 800,000 loyal fans who will be eager to interact with him if he decides to. There's something about him that keeps people interested. His mix of humor and seriousness makes him a very interesting character. Chumlee's journey from working in a pawn shop as a young man to becoming a reality TV star has been nothing short of amazing. He has been through the highs and lows of fame with grace. His physical and mental transformation shows that setbacks don't have to define a person's future. Despite his past controversies, Chumlee is still a beloved figure in pop culture. His ability to connect with fans and make them feel good about meeting him shows that he's still one of the most loved reality TV stars, and his Comic-Con appearance shows that he still enjoys being in the spotlight. The spotlight, but now on his own terms. Pawn Stars Do America continues to bring him new experiences, and he is looking into different business opportunities. One thing is for sure, Chumlee is not going away. With a renewed focus on health, hobbies, and meaningful connections, his story is still being written.